Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a portfolio website using React. The website is going to look like this. So we have our Navbar, there are some hover effects. Now then we have our banner section. This is a typewriter effect going on. Now when I reload this, you see the image is coming from the right side and the titles are coming from the left side. And we are going to do that with using framer motion. Then we have some hover effects. Then we have our service section. Now you can see when we go down, these things come into view. We are going to do that with framer motion as well. Then we have our portfolio section. They only appear when they are in view. So we are also going to do that using framer motion. There are some hover effects, then the skill section, then we have our contact me section, and lastly we have the footer. So let's begin. So first thing, we're going to set up the environment, and to do that I have gone to the folder that I want to create my React app in, and then I'm going to write npx create React app, and then the folder name, it is going to be all in small letters. So I'm going to write portfolio and then press enter. It is going to create a React app for us. So we're going to wait. So the app has been created. Now cd then tab the folder. Now we are in the folder and write code then dot. It is going to open up our VS Code. Now we are going to add React Router DOM npm I React Router DOM. It is going to install the React router. Great. Now, now we are going to install the Tailwind. So for doing that, we are going to search in the Google Tailwind React. We are going to copy this and paste it in here, and then copy this and paste it in here. Okay, and then I'm going to copy this thing, and if I go, you can see that there is a file created called tailwindconfig.js, and in the content replace the thing that we have copied. There should be one comma, and then copy these three and add them in the index.css. Go to source, then index.css. On top of body, import these three things. Then we are done with installing Tailwind, and for some components we are going to take help from DaisyUI. So write DaisyUI, go there, how to use, copy this, paste this, now copy the plugins, where are the plugins? Tailwind, then replace the plugin. There should be one comma. Now we want to change the theme as well. For doing that, we are going to go to themes, theme generator, then copy this thing, replace this. So let me check if our theme is working or not. We are going to red, or maybe uh, change it to FFF, or change this color to this color, and we are going to see if everything is working or not. We are going to go here, app.js, remove everything, then write button, class name is going to be button primary. Let's see, and we are going to go here and write npm start. Let me write something. uh, I am a primary button. So everything is working. Our primary color was pinkish. Okay, let me remove this color. Let me give this color to something else so I can know. Okay, so our primary color is working, our theme is working, DaisyUI and Tailwind is working. We are done with our environment setup. I want to change the colors here. The color combination that I'm going to use for primary, that I'm going to use this color. Paste it. For secondary, I'm going to use this color. And my base color is going to be this color, base 100. So this is the color combination that I'm going to use. Let's see if we get any changes or not. Okay, now I'm seeing some changes. So first thing first, I'm going to make the layout and everything. For layout, I'm going to make some folders. I'm going to make shared, then in the source layout, then in the source I'm going to make pages, layout, shared, pages. I think that is it. Shared is something, shared navbar and footer is going to be shared, so it is going to be here. And if I want to make any component, I'm going to make it here, components. So I'm going to go to my shared section and make a folder. It is going to be called navbar. In the navbar, I'm going to make two files, navbar.js, rsc, and rsc, I'm using React. Let me find. So I'm using these two extensions that you guys can use. Okay, it is going to make our coding much faster. And navbar.js, and make another file. It is going to be called navbar.css. So navbar.js, here I'm going to import something. Go Control F, right, navbar, and I'm going to use this type of navbar. We are going to customize it just for the layout purpose. I'm using it right now. So it is here, and whenever you are using a CSS file, make sure to first import that. Import, then navbar CSS, because we are going to use some CSS. And in the shared, I'm going to make another folder. It is going to be called footer. And in the footer, I'm going to write footer.js rsc, and I'm going to find a footer for me. Control F, footer. What kind of footer do I want? I want this type of footer. So take this and paste it here, and make another folder that is going to be a file that is going to be called footer.css. And I'm going to import this. Whenever you make a CSS file, make sure the first thing that you are importing it, because otherwise you are going to find some bugs in your code and waste hours. So first thing, import the CSS files. We are done with our footer, and then I'm going to go to my pages. I'm going to make a folder called home, and inside that home I'm going to make another folder called home, and inside that I'm going to make home.js, and then I'm going to make home.css, and In this home, I'm going to make a folder banner, and inside that I'm going to make banner.js rsc. I'm going to take a banner from here, so it is in the name of hero. Copy this. We are going to customize that, so we are not going to use it. Just for layout purpose, I'm using it right now. And banner.css, and we are going to import that banner as well. Import banner css. So we have imported it. Now we are going to import the banner in our home.js rsc. We have made a home css file, so home, and we are going to import the banner section. Now you will not be able to see anything. There is nothing here. From React app, we are going to name this as index.js2. Title is going to be portfolio previously on. This is the guy that we are going to use. Name our guy, the portfolio guy, previously on. So previously on. Now what we are going to do is, now you can't see anything because we haven't made the layout yet. Oh, we are going to make another folder in the source that is going to be called routes. We have installed routes, React router DOM. So in the routes, we are going to make a folder called router. Inside router, we are going to make JS, router.js. So here we are going to write export const router is equal to create browser router. See here, it is going to import it automatically. It is going to be inside an array, and here we are going to name the paths and everything. But before doing that, make the layout first. In the layout folder, we are going to write main.js rsc. First thing, we are going to import the navbar. Then we are going to write outlet, outlet. It is going to be imported from React router DOM. And then we are going to import footer tab. Right. So this is our main.js, and now in the router, I'm going to say path is going to be this, and the element is going to be main, and the path element, and what else? Children is going to be, children will be inside an array. Oh god. And inside an array, path element is going to be home. Okay, now if I make changes to control P app.js, now we can just switch to app.js, and here we are going to write React provider, no, a router provider. It is going to be imported from React router DOM, and here we are going to write router is equal to router. It is going to be imported from our router. So now we will be able to see this is our basically we have made the layout and everything. Now we'll just make some changes to it. So we are done with our layout section. So now we are going to fix our Navbar section. Before going there, I just want to make sure our width is 1440 pixel. Now this width is going to be dependent on the screen you are using. So maybe it is going to work if you use 1002 10040, whatever the width that you want. For my screen it is 1440 pixel, and margin is going to be auto. That means left and right is going to be auto, and top and bottom is going to be 0. Now let's see, now we have a better looking one. Now we are going to fix the navbar first. Here I want our name, here I want the button to say download resume, and here I want my um, navigation section. So let's go to the navbar, Control P, NAV, navbar. We are there. Now take right constant menu items, then React fragment. Now here take an ally and then take link. It is going to be imported from React Router DOM to, it is going to be home. So we are going to write home, and okay, we are going to style it later. Now 1 2 3 4, I did that by pressing Shift Alt down arrow, and I'm going to give here it is going to be called services, and write services. It is going to be called portfolio. Okay, portfolio, and the last one is going to be called contact me. Let's see how it, okay, now there is no changes because we need to put the menu items here. All the list items that we are seeing, we are going to remove it and then put menu items. You are not going to see it because it is in the mobile section, mobile version. So if I put these menu items here, then it's going to be visible. See, now we have our menu section, but I want to give them some classes, and I want to give them class name nav list. Give them all nav list class name. Copy, paste, link, paste, and paste. Now we are going to style it in the CSS. So our NFV navbar CSS, I'm going to nav list, and I'm going to give it some style. What style can I give it? I'm going to give them a color. The color is going to be our primary color, which is this color. So let me just cut all of them. The color is going to be this. So the font color is going to be this color. This looks nice. And then I'm going to change this one. I'm going to write DaisyUI to Leon. So, and now all it is left is to fix this button here. So download resume, WNLOAD RESU resume, and HTML whatever, no, href, okay. www dot whatever, okay. It doesn't, where you are keeping your resume, you need to link it here. Now, Leon, let's just make it a link, link, and then to homepage. So whenever someone clicks Leon, they are going to go to our homepage, download resume. Now I want to add something, add some transitions and animations to them. And to do that, we are going to take help from Framer Motion. So let's go to Framer Motion. Search Framer Motion. You are going to get this one. Now copy this and go to your VS Code, Ctrl J, and then paste. It is going to install Framer Motion here. Nice, it is installed. Now we're going to go down here and copy this one. Import motion from Framer Motion and paste it here. Now what we are going to do, we are going to change this div name to Framer div. Motion div, motion.div, right? I'm using an extension, so when I change this, the bottom one is automatically changing. You need to change it manually if you don't have that extension. So now div, now let's animate something. What do I want to do here? So whenever I press come to this website, everything, the navbar is going to come from the top. This is what I want to do. So if I let me explain this in the axis way. This is our y-axis and this is our x-axis. So I want the navbar to come from this part to here. So we are going to deal with the y-axis here. So this is going to be, and okay, let me close this first. So I'm going to write initial is going to be then y. Initially I want my y navbar to be minus 800. That means you're not going to see it, it is going to come from top. It is not here. Minus 800. From that, this is our zero section, y0 section, and everything above that is going to be minus. This is our zero, the main initial section. So initially, or it is going to be that, then you are going to animate it, the y is going to be 0. So initially when I load the page, the y is going to be minus 800, then it is going to come to 0. See, it is, now you can see, right? But it is happening fast. So I want to add a delay to it. Let me write transition. Transition is going to be delay by 1 second. Now you can see after loading the page, after loading it, after 1 second, the navbar is coming down. Now I want to add something to the download button as well. And for the button, I'm going to change it to from anchor tag to motion anchor tag. This is going to let me animate it. So while hovering, the scale is going to be 1.1. Let's see if it works or not. Why? Oh, there is extra bracket. See, it is increasing in size 1.1. Now I want the increasing in size, and I don't want this type of button here, so I'm going to customize it. I'm going to give it a class name of Navbar download button. Text is going to be black. So Navbar download button, this is our customizer. We need to customize it. And first thing first, we need to give it some padding and margin. Padding is going to be 10 pixel top and bottom, 20 pixel left and right. Then border is going to be 1 pixel solid, and the color is going to be the color that we have here. And then border radius is going to be 10 pixel. Now let's see, now it looks better. The navbar is coherent. So yeah, let me refresh it. So when I refresh it, the navbar is coming from the top. Okay, so we are done with fixing our navbar section. Now let's go to the banner section. Now let's begin with the banner section. For banner, what kind of banner I want to do. So let me show you. I want a banner like this almost. Here I'm going to have a photo. Here I'm going to have everything written, heading, a typewriter effect going on. Here I'm going to have something about me. Here I'm going to, instead of button, I'm going to have some social icons that people can reach out to me. So that is going to be our navbar section. So let's begin doing that. Now let me go to my code. Banner, right? So let me close everything else. Let me just keep banner. Why is there untitled? Banner. Minimum height screen, cut that first. Our base is going to be 100, the base that we had before. So this is going to be our base. And then we are going to hero content, flex column, LG flex reverse. And then we are going to use framer motion here as well. So the image is going to come from this side and the text are going to come from this side. So let me do that here first. Framer motion. Let me copy this. And let me import the image also. Import banner image from, I have already given a banner. Assets, banner image. So let me put this image first. So this is going to be the image that I'm using right now. I will fix some of it. Now let me give it a width. Let me, from motion image, I want it to be motion image, right? So that I can animate it. So initially it is going to be, we are now working with x-axis, it is going to come from the right side. So initially the x-axis is going to be 800, and then animate is going to be, x-axis is going to be 0, and I want some transition to transition delay is going to be 1. Now let's see, refresh this. See, after 1 second it is coming. Is the delay working or not? Transition delay 1, make 80. So let me give height and width to this div. I'm going to put it in a div. The whole motion image, I'm going to put it in a div. Let me give it a class name. I'm going to set the width to 700 pixel, and I'm going to set the height to 700 pixel as well. Let's see how it looks. Now it is not going to be, it is going to be 800. It is just, let's make it 900. And Navbar, okay. Okay, now let's work with our um, hero section, motion div, and then let me give it, no, let me write down the things first. So I'm going to write something, it is going to be in small letter. So I'm going to write small. It is going to be called hi, hello, welcome to my website, and class name text is going to be LG, and text color is going to be primary. Hello, welcome to my website. No, text is going to be black, the way it is. Now I'm going to hi box office news and change it to change it to what? Change it to I am previously on, and then I'm going to add some typewriter effect. So for typewriter effect, search Google typewriter effect react. Copy this, go here, Ctrl J and paste it. So, and then go down here, import this thing. So I had a call. So now typewriter, right? So let me paste this, the typewriter from Typewriter Effect, and then go to here, copy this thing and come here, and after the heading paste here, and here you are going to write the things. I have already kept them written. Small hi there, welcome to my webs. Okay, let me put this thing, and then where's my hi, I am previously on. Now okay, let me change something. Let me give a span here, span, and put previously on in the span, and class name is going to be text primary. Wow, see, now it looks even better. I am previously on. Now we are going to change this thing, and to do that we are going to put the typewriter in the h1 tag as also, h1, and put the typewriter here. Class name is going to be 5xl, and I'm going to put these things, a UX UI designer, a front web developer, and I'm going web developer and a code wizard. Let me copy the full thing. Oh, it is going to be inside this array. Control Alt F. Okay. Now it looks good. Let's see how it looks in the website. I have to give some padding to these things. Let me give some padding y3. Now it looks good. Now let me put the paragraph text. Okay, and now I don't want this button here. Instead of this button, Where is the button? This button. I don't want it here. Instead of this button, I'm going to put my some social icons here. And to get the social icons, I'm going to take a motion div first. Motion div. Inside this motion div, I'm going to give the social icons. So right here, React icons. npm install React icons save. Copy this. Control J. Paste it here. So I have saved the React icons. Now we are going to search for the icons that we are going to use. Let's search Facebook. FA Facebook, whichever Facebook. We are going to choose this one. So I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Okay. First, I need to import them as well. So let me go to the home and see how they are importing this. So I'm going to paste it here and put Facebook here, FA Facebook. And then I also want Twitter, FATWITTER, and FA LinkedIn, LINKEDIN, LinkedIn. Now I'm going to put the icons here, as the icons are going to be anchor tags. And I'm going to import FA. Where is it? FA Facebook. FA Facebook. Let's see if it is coming there or not. So here you can see the Facebook icon. Just like this, I'm going to import the Twitter and LinkedIn as well. TWITTER and LinkedIn, LINKEDIN. After Twitter, why isn't it defined? Let's see. So I have all the icons that I need. Now I'm going to style them. Let me give them class name. The class is going to be flex display flex. Okay. Now I'm going to give them padding of maybe 5. Items start. Okay. Now let me give a class name of icons. Banner icons. Banner.css. Let me see if I have imported them or not. Banner.css. Banner icons. First thing first, I'm going to display flex and then I'm going to give them padding of 20 pixel, then maybe 20 pixel. Banner icons A, padding 20 pixel, 20 pixel. Now it looks good. Now I'm going to give them a border. One pixel, solid black. Now I'm going to give them margin 0, 20 pixel. Now I'm going to give a border radius of 10 pixel. Nice. Now I'm going to give them box shadow which is going to be 10 pixel y-axis, 10 pixel blur, and then D6 DD E8. See, there is nice shadow here. Now when I hover over them, I want them to change. So banner icons A, hover, and then background ground image is going to be linear gradient, and then to top right. The colors are going to be E339F8 and then 6093C2. Let's see. This is going to be the color. Now when I hover over them, the color is going to be white. See, now it looks good. Let me give a padding. Let me write something here. I'm going to give a p tag here, and I'm going to write find me with an class name text primary. I'm going to give it a padding of maybe 5. See, now it looks good. Find me on. Now if you want to go to Facebook, you write Facebook here, Twitter, your accounts here, you can write them and it is going to take them there. Now we are almost done. We just need some framer motion to be added here. So here I'm going to write initial is going to be x minus 2000 and animate is going to be x is going to be 0. X is going to be 0 and transition is going to be delay 1. Where is this motion div going to? It is starting here, then where is it ending? It's ending here. So the motion div is going to be this one. It wasn't working before because I made some mistakes here. I did not write the words properly. Now they're here. So it is going to work now. It is going to now if I reload it, see everything is coming down nicely. So this is our, and the hover section is working. Hi there, Leon. Okay, it looks nice now. So we are done with our banner section. So we are done with our Navbar section and the banner section. Now let's reload it. Now you see that the Navbar comes first, then the banner. But all of them had delay of 1 second. I made a mistake here. It is delay. Typing error, DLAY. Now everything should be working just fine. Let's reload it once more. See, all of them are coming at the same time. Now we are going to work on the services section, what kind of service I am offering. So let's begin. Now I'm going to go to my pages, home, and inside this home I'm going to make another folder. It is going to be called services, and inside that I'm going to make 3 files: services.js, rsc, and then service service.js, rsc, and then service.css. And I'm going to import the css file in the service section. Import service service.css. Now I'm going to, so what am I going to do right now? I'm going to let me show you. I'm going to have a service section here. So I'm going to offer 6 services like this. They are going to be like this, and I'm going to have an icon, and then I'm going to have the title, and then I'm going to have the description. And I want some functionality like when I'm scrolling, they are going to appear at that time. That type of animation that we are going to do with Framer Motion. So let's begin. And for doing that, I'm going to need to make some data, and the data are going to be like this: constant services is equal to, then icon, then title, and then it is going to be a description like this. I want this type of data, and you see we need icon here. So where am I going to get the icons from? I'm going to get the icons from React icon. I have already installed it, but this time I'm going to go to Font Awesome here, and I'm going to import the icons from Font Awesome. So first thing first, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to explain this. So whatever the icons that I want, I'm going to import only those. I'm not going to import all the icons that Font Awesome has, the icons that I need. And how are we going to find these icons? So go here, Control F. Now if you search maybe mobile, MOBILE, then hover over it, click on it, then see copied. It has been copied. Go here, paste it here, and then in the icon section paste it here like this. So this is how you are going to import the icons. Now I'm going to add a lot of data. I'm not going to waste that much time on it. So I'm going to import these icons. I need these icons, FM mobile, desktop, database, and these icons that I have copy pasted it from here. Now I'm going to make the data. I have already made this data before. I'm going to just copy this and paste it here. So you see the database. Did I not take the database? Maybe I don't need the database. Okay, let's delete it. So I have imported 6 icons and I have made 6 data set. Uh, it has icon, title, and description that the services that I'm offering right now. Now I have the array that I need, services. Now I'm going to loop through them. But before doing that, I need to add some headings and everything. So I need some padding here. So class name is going to be padding bottom 10 so that I have some margins between these things. Let's see. And then I'm going to I'm going to take a div, but I'm going to use motion. So I'm going to take, as I'm going to take motion, I have already used motion where everywhere. I'm going to import framer motion and take it to service. And then I'm going to take a div and it is going to be called motion.div as I will be using framer motion. And inside that I need h3. I'm going to write here services. Let me give some class names. The class names are going to be the text. I want it to be large. Text is going to be in the center. Then the color is going to be primary. Let's see. Okay, I need to import this in the home. Otherwise, how am I going to see this? Home. Banner. Now I'm going to bring the services as well. Services. This one. Now I'll be able to see that. Once again, I made typing mistake. Services. And then I'm going to take an h1 tag and I'm going to write what I do. The class name is going to be text class name text 5xl text center and font is going to be bold and there will be some See, now I have it. Now I'm going to map to them. Motion div, they are not going to work right now. Okay. Now I'm going to take another div. This div should be inside this div. Now I'm going to take another div, and then I'm going to map to my services. Services dot map. Let me copy paste this, otherwise I'm going to make mistakes like this. Services dot map. Services dot map. So services dot map, then service, we're going to get service, and service, and I also need the index. So service, and then I, and then bracket, and then I'm going to import my service section. Service section, and here I'm going to name the key is equal to I, and I'm going to send the service as prop. Now I have sent the service as a prop. Now I'm going to destructure it. Constant, I had icon there, then I had title there, service, I had description there as well, description. So let's see if I'm getting these things or not. Let me give ht title. Let me see if I'm getting them or not. See, I'm getting these things, but I need to do them in a grid way. So let me give them grid div. I'm going to class name is going to be grid calls 1. In the mobile device it is going to be in the 1 column, then in the large device grid calls 3, then grid gap is going to be 5, and then padding is going to be 3. Let's see. So now you can see that it is in the grid way. Now we are going to style it. So we are going to style this thing. We have icon. Okay, I'm going to take icon first. Let me somewhat style that, and then we're going to fix it. Then P is going to be description. Okay, let's see. We have gotten all the icons and everything. Now let me give them some CSS styling, and to do that I'm going to take the div and I'm going to give it a class name. This div, the class name is going to be service card. Now I'm going to style it. First thing, I'm going to give it some padding. First thing first, I'm going to give it some padding. It's going to be 40 pixel, 20 pixel. And then I'm going to give it a border of 1 pixel solid black. Then I'm going to give margin 0, 20 pixel. Then I'm going to make border radius is going to be 10 pixel. And then I'm going to give it a box shadow 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 10 pixel, then D6DDE8. And now let's see how it looks. See, this is how our card looks, but we have a lot of things to do. Now, if you try to change the icon text and everything, it is not going to be changed, because if you go to the GitHub of the React icons, you're going to see that there are some other ways that you have to change it. There are some properties like you need to put icon provider, then change the colors and everything, change the colors and font and everything. So we are going to do that. We are going to change the height and width of our icons. To do that, we're going to go here, service, where is it, service. So we're going to wrap it in icon context, then provider. Take this, wrap it, and inside this I'm going to write value is equal to size is going to be 3 rem. Now you see our icons have changed. You can change the size of the icons by this way. And then what can we do? We need to give it some hover effect. Let me give it some hover effect. So services, service card, hover. When I hover over it, let me copy something from the Navbar, navbar.css, right? So everything remains coherent, not the Navbar, banner, banner CSS. So let me just copy paste this to service, service.css. This one, and I'm not going to need any border. Border is going to be none. So now if I hover over it, let me change the title because it has to be differentiated. So h3, my title, the class name is going to be, give me some, let me give some padding, and the font is going to be bold. Now you can differentiate between the title and the paragraph. See, now when I hover over it, it looks nice. But what I want to do is use framer motion. When I scroll it, then it is going to pop up. So how do I do that? For doing that, I'm going to wrap this whole thing in a div called motion.div. Copy this and paste it here. First, I need to import my motion from framer motion. I'm not using it there, so I'm using it here. And then I'm going to give it some properties. Initially, the opacity, because I want it to appear, so opacity is going to be 0. Then when while in view, when it is in the view, the opacity is going to be 1. See, it is happening very fast. You cannot see it right now. So we need to give some transition delay. Transition, then delay is going to be 0.5 second. Let's see. Now you see, let me give it 1 second so you can see it better. Now when it is in the view, then we can see it. Let me give some margin to it so you can see that better. Where is it? Let me give this class name. Margin bottom is going to be 20. Now see, it is appearing. So let me remove this because I don't need that. And it is going to be 0.5, so viewers don't think that this section is empty. So this is and when I'm hovering over it, it is happening very fast, right? This does not look good, so I'm going to go to the CSS. Here I'm going to say that whatever transition you have, all the transition you have is going to take 0.5 seconds to occur. Now when I hover over this, the transition, the hover effect is going to happen slowly and the colors are changing. So we are done with our service section. Now let's move on to the portfolio section. So we are done with our services section. Now we are going to move on to our portfolio section. So uh, what type of portfolio do we want to have? We want the portfolio to look like this. Here I'm going to have the image, then I'm going to have the title, then I'm going to have the stacks or the codes that I used, languages that I used to make this portfolio. Then there is going to be description, and then there is going to be 2 buttons. One is for GitHub and one is for the live link. So let's begin. Now, first thing first, I'm going to make a folder in home. It's going to be called portfolios, portfolio. portfolio, and then portfolios, folios.js, RSC, and then portfolio.js, RSC, and then another file, portfolio.css. And whenever we make a CSS file, we are going to import it right away, because I have wasted a lot of my time searching for a bug, then realized that I did not import the CSS file. So it is going to be the first thing that you do, portfolio.css. Done. Okay. Now, in the portfolio section, I want some data. So what type of data that I want? The data is going to be like this: constant portfolios, portfolio, and then the array, and the data is going to be like, the first thing I need an image, right? Image. Then I need the title, then I need the description, then I need the GitHub link, then I need the live site link, right? Live site link. So the format is going to be like this, and like this we are going to create 6 data set. And how are we going to do that? I have already created some so that we don't waste any time creating these things. So data is going to look like this. Constant, let me cut this, and let me cut this. So data is going to look like this. Now here the image, we need to import the image. I have already added some image in my asset folder, so I'm just going to import them. So import p1 from assets, go to the assets folder, go to the portfolio folder, and from there select the one. So this, like this, we are going to select 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, this is going to be p2, this is going to be p3, this is going to be p4, this is going to be p5, this is going to be p6, like this. 2 3 4 5 6. Now we have our data all done and ready to go. So let me explain again the data. I have an image. I have already added the image here, added the images that I want to use in my asset folder in the portfolio, and then imported them one by one. This is the image, then the title of my website or the portfolio, then the description, what type of website that is, and what kind of technology or the languages that I used. Then there is going to be the GitHub link for that, and then there is going to be live website link for that. Okay, now I'm going to import them in the home first, home.js, otherwise we won't be able to see it. So portfolios, no, not this one, portfolios, this one. Let me just remove it. Okay, I have removed it. Now the portfolio, whatever, portfolio, okay. Now go here, and I'm going to give the title and everything just like the services, services.js. Not this service, services.js, services.js. So just like that, I'm going to just copy them and paste them here. TextLG, I'm going to name it visit my portfolio, and then here I'm going to write my portfolio. Let's see how it looks in our website. So visit my portfolio like this. It is coherent. Visit my portfolio. Okay. So now I'm going to loop through them. For doing that, I'm going to take a div, but the div has to be inside the main div. I'm going to take a div, and inside that div, I'm going to map through it. Portfolios, copy this, curly brackets, portfolios dot map, then portfolio. I'm going to take two things here, portfolio and I. Then I'm going to import my portfolio, port portfolio. Okay. Now I'm going to key is going to be I. Key is going to be I, and I'm going to pass the portfolio as the portfolio. Portfolio is going to be the portfolio. Done. Okay. And now this is going to be inside the div, right? Now I want to see them as cards, right? Just like this, I want to see them as grid. So I'm going to just copy paste this grid calls, grid gap and everything. Just copy this. But first let me write class name and then copy this. Grid calls to gap. Let me give a lot more gap, and then the padding is going to be let me give a padding top of 3 and padding bottom is going to be PB is going to be 10. Let's see if they are working. Yes, they are working. Now let me destructure them. So I got the portfolio, right? Now I'm going to destructure them. So the first thing I'm going to do is write constant, and we have image title description, image title description, GitHub link, and then I'm going to take the live link equal to portfolio. So I have gotten the data. Now I'm going to use a card, right? I'm going to take a card and modify it. And my best place to take the card is DaisyUI. DaisyUI and C components, card, and then take this card, JSX, copy this and put it here. Let's see how it looks. So our card is going to look like this. Now all we have to do is change the data set. So instead of image, we're going to use our image. That is going to be image. Let's see how it looks. Nice. It already looks nice. Now I need to change from okay, alter website image, website. Okay, and then change the Card title is going to be title. Okay, now the button that you are seeing, the badges, we are going to change them, and with whatever technology we have used to make this. Now this is going to be badge, and then look here, info is equal to this color. So I'm going to take this class portfolio, and then instead of secondary I'm going to put info. Let's see how it looks. It looks nice, right? Now I'm going to copy paste them twice. React, JavaScript, and then maybe Tailwind. Tailwind, right? Now you see it looks kind of weird, right? So we are going to change that. And how do I do that? I'm going to make the title block element. BLOCK. Let's see. Now it looks kind of nice, but still they're in the same line. So I'm going to put two BRs. BR, then again BR. Just one BR should be enough. See, now it looks nice. Okay, I don't think I should be changing anything, but they are very close to each other, so I'm going to change them to margin right. Margin right is going to be 2, so 2 means 8 pixel. Margin right, margin right. They all look nice right now. Now I'm going to change the description. Great. Now I'm going to change the buttons. These two badges or everything, I'm going to turn them into buttons, but I'm going to do them my way. So let me take them away. They are going to be anchor tags, href, href. The href is going to be the GitHub link, right? So GitHub link. And then I'm going to write GitHub and give it a class name. Class name is going to be, because I'm going to customize it with my CSS, portfolio button GitHub. Shift Alter down arrow. Just like this, I'm going to change it to live link, and then portfolio button site, visit site. Let's see how they look. They're working anchor tags, but they don't look nice, so I'm going to change it. Portfolio CSS dot. Now I'm going to give it a padding of 10 pixel, 20 pixel, 10 pixel, 20 pixel. Okay, give it some background color maybe. Let me give it border, no background color. Border is going to be 1 pixel solid black. Okay, let me give it some border radius so it looks nice. Border radius is going to be 10 pixel. Now it looks kind of nice. Then they are just touching each other, so I'm going to give it some margin. Margin is going to be top and bottom 0, left and right is going to be 20 pixel. Nice. And then I'm going to give them a box shadow. Box shadow is going to be, I have some box shadow before, right? Banner.css. Okay, let me banner.css. There is my box shadow. So copy this, and where is it? in the portfolio. Copy this and paste it here. Box shadow. So there is some shadow. Now it looks kind of nice. Now when I hover over it, I want it to change. Hover. Now where is the banner? Here, just like this, when I hover over the icons, it changes. I want the same thing here, so I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here, and then I'm going to write border is going to be none when I do this. So right now when I hover over this, you see the button color is changing. It looks nice and there is no border. We are going to do the same thing with our visit sites as well. So where is it? Portfolio, button, site. I'm going to just put a comma here and then put a dot in front of it. Put a comma and then hover. Let's see if it works or not. See, both of them are working. So this is what our portfolio section is going to look like, but now we are going to use some motion as well. So what kind of motion? Where is it? Portfolio. So we are going to use the motion div as always. Motion.div. Copy this, copy motion, and put motion here as well. And now I'm going to import the motion. I think in the banner services. Where is it? Where is the motion? Okay. Control P banner.js, import motion. So I'm going to go here and put it here, and then there is some transition delay. Where was it? In the services, right? Services.js. So I'm going to just copy this, use this, and put it banner portfolio and put it here. Initial 0, opacity 0. The same. Okay. See, it is happening. My portfolio. And I'm going to make it 3 so it comes even faster. Let me make the services 3 as well. Where is it? Service, just maybe the just service.js. Service.js. Okay, I'm going to make it 3 as well. See, it is appearing when I scroll over it. So this is, yeah, we are done with our portfolio section. So let's go to the next section. So we are done with our portfolio section. Now we are going to add some of the skills that I have or we have. So to do that, we are going to go here in the home folder, home, add a folder named skills, skills, and then there make a file called skills.js rsc, and now we are going to add some of the skills that we have. But before doing that, let me give some headings. So where do I get the headings from? Services banner, services. Here should be some heading. So copy this and where is it? skills, and go to the skills and paste it here. Here should be skills, uh, things I am good at. I am good at. Now I'm going to import it in the home. So home, Control P, home, skills, okay, skills, things I'm good at. Things I'm good at. Now we're going to add some radial progress bar. Let me show you. We are going to go to DaisyUI. See components and go to radial progress. So we are going to use this type of radial progress. So copy this and we're going to go to our skill and take another div and paste it here. Let's see how it looks. So it looks like this right now, but we want it, we want four columns, four rows, four columns like this, and uh, underneath it we want the tagline or the heading that I am good at. So if I write p HTML, it should look like this. Now I'm going to put the whole thing inside a div. And I'm going to give it a class name. Class name is going to be text center. Now it is here right now, but I don't want it to be here. So I'm going to define a class name. I'm going to make it a grid. In the small screen, it is going to be grid calls 1. In the large screen, it is going to be grid calls 4. And gap is going to be 10. Padding y is going to be 3. Now see, it is here. And let me, do you guys like the color? I'm not sure. Let me give it the color of font bold. Text primary. So now it looks somewhat nice. So let me just copy paste this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see how it looks. So this is how it looks. Now we are going to change it. Let's say I am good at HTML for like 90% good at HTML. So we are going to change it both here and here. So see, the radial dial has changed. It is now at 90% of the capacity. So 90% HTML, let's just say I am 80% good at CSS. It is going to be CSS, and here you are going to write 80, 80, and then JavaScript, let's just say 70%. SCRIPT, then maybe 70% good at Tailwind, TILW, Tailwind, then maybe 75% good at React, then maybe 60% good at Node, then maybe 65% good at, change it here also, 65% good at 65% good at Express, then maybe you are 50% good at MongoDB. So this is how you can add your skills section. So we are done with our skills section. Now we are going to add the contact me section. To do that, we are going to go to our home and then make a folder named contact me, and then here add contact me.js rsc, and now import it in the contact. Now we are going to do a very simple contact me form. So we are going to take help from DaisyUI. Let's go here, see components, and then go to hero section, hero, and then here you can see a login form. So we are going to customize it. Copy this, go to contact me and paste. Let's see how it looks first. So it is taking the whole space and the background color is different. We are going to change it. To change the background color, we are going to write bg base 100. The background color has changed. And what else? Login now. So we want to change it. Contact me. And the text is going to be center. The text is center right now. So you can write, let me give lorem 20 more, or maybe lorem 50. So it looks somewhat full. You write the things that you want. And now we need to change it. Email, password. We need the email, but we don't need the password. So we are going to write MESS message. The label has changed to message. The placeholder, we're going to change the placeholder to write your message here. And we don't want it to be input. We want it to be a text area. So text area. Make it big. We don't want the forgot password, so we are going to delete it. And here we're going to write send and make it from primary to info, so it will look nice. Here you go. So we are done with our contact me section. Now let's move on to the footer. We are not going to touch a lot of things from the footer. Just we are going to change the pace to 100. So this is it. This is it. We are done with our portfolio. So let's see. Let me reload this again. Reload this. Wow. See the motion and everything. It is coming into place. It is, the hover is happening. This is changing color, the delay, everything, contact me, and the footer. So this is the portfolio website with React. Now, if you guys think that this video has helped you, then hit the like button and please do subscribe, because This is going to help to make the channel grow, and it will motivate me as well. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.